Hello, friends. Byromie here. Excuse the voice. I'm home in bed with the flu, and I'm really delayed at getting this video out, and it seemed like a good time to get it out. This is going to be a two-part video on some important things that I want to share about the Onewheel app. The first of the videos is going to be about privacy and also safety for you and your Onewheel. Are you being tracked? Is your Onewheel being tracked? How private have you made yourself and your Onewheel? Or how public are you okay with making yourself and your Onewheel? Every time I go on vacation, I am reminded of the concern that I have for one-wheelers and their one-wheels, how public they are, how safe they are. During Thanksgiving, I was in Albuquerque visiting my father-in-law. I used a combination of three things to find rides when on vacation. I used Google Maps and its hiking, biking trails highlighted. I use Facebook pages for the specific groups of that area, such as the New Mexico One-Wheelers page, and also the Onewheel app itself, the rides that people post there. Now, every single time I look at rides on the Onewheel app when I'm on vacation, granted, I don't take vacation very much, but every single place I have gone, I have found at least one or more people who have posted rides from their home to their work, and there's multiple rides. And when you look at them closely, you can figure out exactly where they live, exactly where they work. You have made yourself public to the entire world of one-wheelers, or even wannabe one-wheelers. Anyone can download the app. Anyone can make a profile. Anyone can search these rides. If you have made a bunch of public rides to and from your house and work, you have made yourself beyond public. The popularity of Onewheel has been increasing, especially with the introduction of the Onewheel Pint. On Facebook, I have seen an increased amount of Onewheel theft. So if you are making yourself public, you could be increasing the chances of your Onewheel being stolen. Do not post public rides from your home, from your work, anything that reveals your exact location. Here's just a couple of quick examples. Each gray box is a house. 23 rides starting from one driveway. 5 rides starting from this driveway. I'm willing to bet that in 5 minutes or less on the app, you can find a home just like this in your area with evidence showing that a one-wheeler lives there. Maybe you're just trying to share an awesome off-roading ride to the one-wheel community, but do you really want people to be starting this ride at your driveway? I've even seen people go as far as labeling the ride home to work or home to wherever. You need to make these rides private. The first thing you need to do is go into the settings of the Onewheel app. Tap and hold it and press app info. I'm on Android. I don't know what it's like on Apple. Go to permissions and then location and select allow only while using the app. If you deny all location privileges, you will not be able to connect to your Onewheel. You will not be able to see the battery percentage, nothing. So unless you want the entire Onewheel community in the app to know where you're at all times, then you can do the allow at all times option. I wanted to test things while I was in Albuquerque. I created a profile for my daughter on my wife's phone, and then I searched for my Byromie profile, and it showed that it was still in Arizona because I had not opened the app under my profile. So this system works. If you select the use location while using the app, it'll only show your last location when you last used the app. With all this said, the Onewheel app will not give away your exact location. Going to the menu icon, the three lines in the top left there, and rider search, I have my rider search set at a distance of 100 miles. You can go as low as 10 or infinite. And Butterscotch right underneath my profile, Byromie, that is my daughter's account that I made for testing. You can see that we are both at 0 miles away, being in the same household. I wanted to test the ability that someone could use the app to narrow down a precise location of someone. So I took my phone and I walked down the street. I didn't test this to its fullest capacity, but even after walking quite a ways down the street, it did not change from 0 miles. So my theory is that it would not change to 1 mile until I got 1 mile or more away. So rest assured, this app should not be able to be used to pinpoint your exact location in this way, only within 1 mile radius. If you wish to make yourself invisible, again, go to the menu, tap on your profile, and at the bottom you want to turn off visible to other riders, and that is it, and you will no longer be visible. But I like to be visible. I like to keep myself public so that I can be connected with other one-wheelers in the one-wheel community. As you can see, I live in a remote area and there's only 9 riders in a 100-mile radius from me. So when I'm on vacation or when vacationers are visiting me, I like to be able to send them a message and hook up for group rides, or them me. So looking at Butterscotch here, my daughter's account, you can even block a person, for goodness sakes. There's a lot of options. You can go to the messages. Here's a test message for you to see that I've done. It'll send you a notification when you get a message from someone. You can also tap on rides. My daughter doesn't have any rides submitted, so we'll go to my profile, go to rides, and all of the rides that I have submitted will pop up. So if you're in a location and you're looking for rides on a map and you see several that you really admire that are all underneath the same name, you can look up that person's name, go to the rides, and then you can narrow down the rides that are submitted by that person so you can get away from all of the ride graffiti, as I like to call it, which will be the topic of my second video, ride graffiti. You might be able to guess what that's about. Now that you have fixed your profile, made it as public or as private as you want, with or without your name and country and all of that stuff, it's time to fix your rides. Tap rides at the bottom of the screen, and then to the top right of the screen, tap the icon that looks like a ripped map with 2 bubbles. It's going to pull up all of the rides that you have submitted, and you have a couple of options here. You can either delete, swipe all the way to the left, tap the trash icon to delete, or tap the ride you want to modify. And on the left, you can tap the I. This is going to make it private or public. So if I select private, it's going to put a slash through the I. Now only I can see it. But I want it to be public because it's a really awesome ride. It starts from the center of town, not from my house. It goes through the golf course and down underneath the highway, underneath this tunnel. Underneath the highway, pops out on the other side to Sunset 89 Restaurant, which is inside the old clubhouse for the old golf course. And it's kind of a Polynesian-inspired food there. Really great ride, great view, great food. It's just awesome. You can share the ride with other people, and you can edit the ride, and you can change the name and description and things. I really try to go all out on my public submitted rides. In the picture I submitted, there's an arrow pointing at the Sunset 89 restaurant in the distance, with a view from the top part of the golf course. It's a little bit helpful. So yeah, this is an example of the way I like to see things done, and so I've shared it that way with others. So that's it. I wasn't expecting it to be 10 minutes long, but I invite you to really dig into the app, experiment with it, figure it out, and do what's best for your publicity or your privacy. Thank you. Have a righteous day. Subscribe!